goblin time. I wish I knew the composition, because then I could decide whether I need kite shields. Yeah, the kites are better, because it's the little ambushers who are so much more of an annoyance than the skirmishers. Not worth it. Not worth it. Let's get in there. There's some goblins that need killing. In a snow landscape, surprisingly. 21, that's a lot of them. I don't mind this battlefield setup though. If memory serves, they do tend to run at you though in this sort of setup. There's a fuckload of ambushes. I'm very glad that we chose the kite shields. Ah. I can't stand the shaman, it's so annoying. It's the lack of cooldown on the shaman's abilities that annoys the fuck out of me. It's an overseer as well. Fuck it, release the hounds. That's a lot of goblins. Can any of you please break free? There we go, on your first attempt. Shot. Yes. This is really bad actually. We're gonna have a couple turns here where we just get shot at by these fucking ambushes. And the worst part about this is that both of my hammer raiders can't really do much of an attack this next turn because they need to switch to their warhammers. Jesus. Oh, come on! You know what? Fuck this. Let's start killing these things in the front lines here. Ah, does that miss? Okay, it's only a 78. It's not that good of a chance to hit. This isn't normally the way I would want to do it. I'd normally want to focus on these guys, but we just need to get whatever we can killed as soon as we can. David Ironheart, again, is in real trouble. Oh, come on! Yes! Good. We need more of this breaking out on the first action type of stuff. We are in the We're in danger of getting goblined here. I can't use Indomitable because of the fucking... Oh my god. Well, Umberman we can kiss goodbye, I'm pretty sure. Because look, he's stuck where he is. Any one of these arrows could be the end of Umberman. Dog killer. There it is. Looks like a strike down though, rather than an outright kill, so maybe it's not the end of the world. Oh, there needs to be a cooldown on that skill. What's up, Aegis? The stream seems okay. I can't see any issues on my end. Okay, a lot of dogs are gonna die here, but this is a surprisingly nasty fight. This was just supposed to be a relatively chill fight against some goblins. And now David Einard can't even take out his Warhammer. He's just got to tank up and hopefully survive. So run him there, he's exposed to all those archers, so that's no bueno. Shot. Actually, here's the play. Then he can swing in a circle. We've potentially got two big arc swings we can make this next turn. I just need these two to not get too badly fucked up. Ooh. The worst part about it for me is the shaman just casting these roots. Flies sucks as well, but flies is nowhere near as bad as the roots, mass roots. What's annoying is that little thing isn't worth killing because that bow is worthless. You need to blast your way through these frontline skirmishes. You know. I knew there was a risk I might hit Creeper Jack there, but I backed Creeper Jack because he's got a shield to not get hit. Okay, Lord Nasty. Ah, almost. Charge, gentlemen! Charge! I do wish there was some way to remove that spell, actually, but I don't think there is. You just fucking ruined for 3 turns. Don't you dare kill my Bannerman. Fucking worst. Silius is having a bad time. He's beset by flies and freaking those trapped in vines. And we're fighting on snow as well. Overall, this battle just fucking sucked. Super unpleasant. Lord Nasty, you need to get in there with your throwing weapons. But mobility-wise, this was the worst fight we've had in a very long time. I mean, it would be. Ice and vines and nets from the goblins. A nightmare to deal with. And then you can't even hit the little fuckers. 76 miss. No, 78 miss. 86 miss. They should be retreating now. Rip, brave doggos. Motherfucker. This is the problem with only having 2 archers. If I had 4 dedicated archers, I could back them to pick off the shaman from range. But with this background, that's not really that realistic. I mean, you're not able to hire hunters. That was a bit of luck there. Oh, God. And then the lads go and miss. It's still not running. Now they're running. Nice! 32%. Nailed him. Well done, Chrysokan Shield. Actually, what was the point of that? There's no point in fighting these little buggers. They are super dangerous. You get crap weapons from them. Well, I mean, I'm committed now, as well. We'll try and get our hands on that legendary bow, or that named bow. It's not a great one, but it should fetch a couple hundred gold. We wouldn't use it. We still want it though. Get stabbed. Yes! Excellent. This was a horrible fight. I mean, oh, so unpleasant. But hey, that's goblins for you. Miserable little fucking green piece of shit. No, wrong button. It's a Tubrag, he's too knackered to use anything. Been having a terrible time fighting in the snow since I stopped taking Pathfinder. Yeah, the thing is though, Pathfinder is great when it works, but it does nothing for you the majority of the time. Pathfinder just means that a shit fight like this would be slightly less shit, but it was always going to be a shit fight anyway. I do like Pathfinder, but I can't justify taking it. Look at that, 25 to 40, and then range of 7 tiles, which is the same as a usual bow. The only reason you get this is for the plus 15 chance to hit, and weapon skills build up less fatigue. But it just doesn't do enough damage. 25 to 40, it's just not enough. The spiked impaler is cool though, I'm glad we got that. But yeah, fighting in the snow always sucks. Oh, rip. Missing eye. Of anything for a ranged person to get missing eye is obviously the worst. Okay. Rip, Umberman. Although 5 vision, maybe not. If you give him a... He could be a one-eyed ninja. Because you only need 5 tiles of range for throwing axes anyway. If he uses a crossbow, he can still only shoot at 5. But it's the 50% range skill. That was that one. Well, thank you, Umberman, for your service. You tried. Rip. Nice. Level 11 archer. Checking my build. Tank, raider lad. Archer. Oof. That resolve is fucking dreadful. But I can't resist those +4s. Right. Archer build. Student, check. Bullseye, check. Quick hands, check. Bow mastery, check. Anticipation, check. Or overwhelm if brother has high enough base range defense, which he does not. Footwork, check. Nimble, check. Berserk, check. Recover, check. So now I need bags and belts. That makes sense, yep. And then either executioner for pure archer build or throwing weapon specialization for hybrid archer build. Or instead of executioner, we could go killing frenzy. I want to go pure archer build. Why don't we, for the pure archer build, scratch bags and belts, and then we just take killing frenzy and executioner. Just max out the damage entirely. Overwhelm is tempting, but for the most part their job is to use aimed shot at enemy archers. And what I find happens too often is with a warbow, I hit them once, inflict an injury, and then hit them again, which just fails to kill them. So then executioner would be the thing that would kill them. That is my pure archer build. Sweet. 83 is fucking low, but I mean, hell, on this background, that's about as good as you can hope for. It's so rare to get any sort of decent ranged lads. Let's compare here. 50 to 70. Identical, 6 tiles, 12 fatigue. 10 fatigue is nice. 10%, so less chance to hit. And has a chance to knock an enemy back, I think. Oh no, wait, you're an archer. Let's give it to 41, 55. A ninja is never going to need 14, bolts, but why not? We lost a bunch of dogs in that fight. That was nasty. Really nasty. Quick throwing weapons. My archers only need the axes because the axes are only there to deal with enemy armor. Spiked bowlers 20 to 35, 25 to 40, 35 and 70%, 25 and 110. See, that's axes are all there just to break armor. There's an outside chance you can justify giving this oversized Swiftwind like so little damage. I would think that the only way you could justify using this goblin thing is if it automatically applied poison. Maybe on like a support character with not that much accuracy, you can give it to them. That's none of these lads. Maybe Silius Sodus can start using it for a bit. 25 chance to hit on the aim shot. That's probably the best chance he has of hitting anything then. And if he does hit anything, then it's just a bonus. But then he needs a helmet that's only going to impede vision. Range of 7, 6, whatever. He doesn't get the extra range from bow mastery. Obituary. It's a pretty long list. As you can see at the top of the list there, Trevor Belmont. That was the most disappointing. 306 days. Rip. Chidberto was also super disappointing. He was a dagger user. Razoric had nice potential. DK Jr. Remember Gregorius? He only survived 6 days. Samo Lothbrok, yeah, he was never going to have a whole lot of long-term potential. Forrest the Roman was excellent. Him dying was unfortunate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17 deaths in 341 days. That's not terrible. It's not great. I give it a rating of 3.6 Rontgen. I don't even need this unhold hide anymore, nor do I need the shimmering ashes that much. Oh, you died way back. Rip. Yeah, I've been hanging on to all of this antidote for when we take on one of these serious goblin camps, but I don't think we're quite in that position. Spiked bowlers we don't need. Jagged pikes we don't need. Let me camp here for a little bit and just see how long we need to repair, and I may as well give those crossbows to the backup lads. No, look at that. We have enough actually. Force a Tubrek, so what is the attack? It is 6 AP, so really not worth it. Well, they're there if we need them. Who's wearing basic bitch armor on the back line? That's basic bitch armor. Yeah, look at that. We've got enough ranged weapons now. What you got for us? Tomb of Sir Burkhardt. Okay, so clearing out 2 undead places is definitely something we can do. Get some training on the low level boys. Anyone below 7 will pay for training. Armor. I do need that leather scale, so I'm actually going to buy that. Unsurprisingly, the quest for noble mail continues. And it will continue for a while. It's so hard to get your hands on noble mail. Battle whips, we're going to start stockpiling. For the reason that... when we're fighting a bunch of geists, we can just give those battle whips to anyone, even if they're not an actual specialist in it. That's totally fine. It's just so you can hit geists from range. 115 plus bone plating, or 130. Okay, ready for a hell of a fight. Let's have a drink and head out. In for two hell of a big fights. Where are we going? Tomb of Sir Beckhart and Ancient Burial Site. Food, Stobbie. You're going to starve to death, you tit. Three days, that ought to be enough. Three days, okay. Money's a bit low. 466, I mean, considering we have 19 lads in the roster, 466 as a daily rate maybe isn't that bad. Now, this group, we can take them, definitely. But we're not getting paid to fight these lads. We're getting paid to fight whatever's in there. We find an earth-worn corpse with abyssal eye sockets flailing around a big rock. It shuffles about, scraping the stone with an earnest effort to kill it. George Warhammer's spear tank decapitates the Videganger with a swipe of his blade, like a man slicing through a totem of butter. He nods towards the distance. Ancient burial site is close. Lots of honor guards. That is scary. Let's think about this. I think this is a fight for the shield breakers. Their long axes will be good. I do think that the flanking is the way to go. The old flanking maneuver. And you lads break shields, they go to work. Bam. Smash, smash, smash. Okay, we need to... Oh, fuck, I was going to say we need to camp a little bit to get this leather scale armor repaired. But with these nerds hot on my trail, we'll have to just run around and fight them in the morning. 4 more tools, so at 121 we are fully repaired. Ooh, named item chance 70%? No way. Well, friends, 343 days in. Let's just check our setup one more time. I'm pretty sure... Oh, hang on. That's right. These lads need to be there because they're going to be flanking. Like that and like that. Lodorak used the banner. I do briefly think that maybe instead of the banner I could give the war size. You can maybe even make an argument that you leave one of the throwing guys behind, one of the archers. Like Chris, but he needs to level up. Because getting Sir Tubrek in there could be really good. Now, I do like the throwing weapons. The throwing weapons are excellent against them. Good luck, man. Okay, this is different now. Now there's more enemies in there. Fuck's sake. It complicates matters. I feel like this justifies the holy water. At least one use of holy water. Throw the holy water on the ancient priest. This is hard now because the ancient priest cast his fart cloud in the center of the formation, which needs to hold up these lads. We might have to sacrifice some dogs. I hate doing. Now what I'm thinking is, just looking at the way that the battle has stacked up, I'm going to struggle to get around the flanks with these lads. Do I wait here? It's because we know they're going to move in. And then on the turn after that, then my archers can flank around once these lads have committed, and once they move in, they spend their action points. I've tried to flank now, then I need to move these lads in here. That exposes David Ironheart to so many attacks there. Let's just see where Criticoi can get to, then we can decide. But I think like over here, that seems pretty cut and dry. Silius Sodus and the archers blast through this lad. Ruskar just runs to the back and finds that priest and throws the holy water on it. This feels super risky. 1, 2, 3. So throwing weapons should be safe from there. David Ironheart moves there. Well, I've kind of now made the decision that I have to go. Let's think about this. Criticoi goes there. And Creeper Jack will stack the lads more to the northern side. Shit, and one of these honor guards are still gonna... Okay, there's two of them hanging back protecting the priest. That complicates matters. I'm confused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So there's two of these things we can't see. Yeah, that was important. Getting some stacks of reach advantage. Defense up to... See, only 35. It's the problem with Ironheart. He doesn't have great defense. Oh, that's so important. Loving the damage I'm seeing so far. Good. Clutch. And then these four, I think, need to run around the back. Or do they go around the back here and start folding up the pikemen? That's... I mean, the other argument is that if the priest hasn't committed himself yet, then there's no need to push on them. But I think once I've committed to fighting all my troops to them here, then these lads move forward and the priest gets involved. Owie. Ow! That's my big concern up here. He's in contact with 2 of these guys. And there's horror. No, we have to go. My archers are going to stay and help with these. So between Silius, Sodus, and Ruskar, I'm going to back them to defeat those 4 guys. I hate to say it, but we're going to start sacrificing dogs. I just need some attacks to go on some units other than my frontline boys. Yes, good hit. That is so important for us. God, that's an important hit. There's a problem with David Einart, though. He's got problems. Okay, if he gets hit now on this next turn, he's just going to have to go to his shield and tank up behind it. It's 30% chance to hit. And he nails it. He doesn't have... Okay, he's got... God. Fast adaptation, thank goodness for that. Boys, these dodges. That was a hell of a good round for us. So these horrors obviously suck, but the horror is what I would prefer for them to be using. The AoE damage over time is, I think, more of a problem. So big. Can't hit any of these lads. I kind of need to get one of these positions. When do we go in here? I think I'm gonna wait and let Ruskar throw that holy water and see how they react. Oh, clutch. Telling you, man, these throwing weapon specialists. Ow. Oh. Damn. 4 in a row with the pikes. Fucking, that's not what we needed. Knew that was going to happen. I had to expect that. So on the plus side, we are folding up the line here. I wouldn't normally shield bash, but I need this guy back so I can actually move up. What's up, Saint Ajora? Welcome to one of the scariest fights I've been in a while. One more hit there. Shit, now I have to throw it. No, doggo! We're losing dogs fast. 1 dog dead in this fight, and we've lost a couple in the previous fight as well. Creeper Jack with the clutch kill. So we got a problem now on the eastern side of the fight. Let's rush reinforcements over there. I feel pretty good about this setup here. Clutch! You boys, get in there. That was doubly nice because that put Silius Sodus out of range of 2 of these lads. And it enables me to do that. Oh, that's so important. Ruskar very quickly becoming the legend. Look at that, 96 melee skill. And he's gotten up to 56 melee defense with a couple stacks of reach advantage. So I'll talk to you soon. We've still got a long way to go in this fight, but I am so impressed so far with how the boys have handled this. Yes! Smite him, Caber Beast! And lo, Caber Beast did smite the noob. That actually could have been a kill if it hit him in the head, now that I think about it. Can't beat a Warhammer for killing anything heavy armored. It's so good. And these throwing axes are just, they're a revelation. I'll tell you what, we're going to need some R&R after this fight. Boys, that was fucking epic. Holy shit, what a good fight. Look at the damage numbers and XP numbers. 700 there for David Ironheart, very nice. Only 598 for Ruskar, but David Ironheart was stuck in there right from the beginning. It said 70% chance to give us a legendary item, and we didn't get one. But another war scythe is great. 12 tools. And stay dead. Okay, we are going to need a shitload of... Look at that, 75 tools needed. Camp outside the walls until we've repaired our armor. Any level ups? Nope. Once again, this team setup is all wrong. Out there, you're an archer, Chris Oakenshield, Lord Nasty. It is. Elandarion doesn't need to be in the fight. We could put the sergeant, the bannerman right in the middle, flanked by the 2 crossbowmen. Those 2 are then flanked by the archers. Silius Sodus at that spot. Yeah, and then Horst and Rim the Reaper can try get some levels, but we'll see what we're up against. While on the march, you find a drunken nobleman tottering side to side. Okay, cool. So Caber Beast is a thief. He can ease his burden. Nice. Good job, Caber Beast, you thief. 71 minus 23 is 56. 46. $48. Numbers are hard. Don't actually know if I'm going to hang on to all of these war scythes now. We'll just take a look at how many war scythes we have in total and decide if I want to stockpile any more. I don't think I would need more than 2 war scythes at any point. We've got 2. I mean, eventually we'll have 2 polearm users that will replace the shield breakers. So 2 will do just fine. Unless I want to give 1 to the sergeant. Okay, we'll keep a hold of a 3rd then. Yeah. We'll do that. Uh, 10, that's 9 of those. I do want that, another stack of throwing axes though. Archers need double throwing axes, double throwing axes, double throwing axes, double throwing axes. So actually javelins. Whoops. So in the end I didn't actually really need to use that blessed water against that priest. But I didn't want to spend action points just dropping it on the ground. Reavers and Warhounds, that's very doable. If those 2 groups split up, we can take them on. Where'd the other group go? It's spooky. Antidotes, we have enough. How many antidotes do we have? I think we need 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Maybe we just go straight dozen antidotes. I can just turn that skin into war dog armor. Nachteer trophies don't really need. It's the more exotic stuff that I need. I want to make more bone plating. Cat potion is always good, but I need to fight some Alps. Alps are just such a bummer. What did I not need? The adrenal gland I want. As long as I have 2 of each, that gives me a decent selection. Right, onward. Tomb of Sir Burkhard. Your destination mustn't be far off if the horrid smell wafting over the company is anything to go by. Whether it is the Walking Dead or a man with most pernicious bowel movements, the 13th Legion should prepare for a fight. Straight up unknown garrison. In that case then I think I should go for the same setup we had last time. I think it worked really well. Yes, I do like having these throwing guys right on the flank. Those 4 as a flanking formation, that's good. These lads and those 3 likewise, and that's the core. I can still fit 2 lads in here, which are the shield breakers. Yes, and then that plus that is 1 shield broken, that plus that is another shield broken, and these lads can go to work. I need a cricket sound drop. Tough crowd, hey. I'll be here all week. I don't think I want to use another flask of blessed water. I need to hang on to it. Actually, you know what? Just for this fight, because my archers are only using throwing weapons, let them wear the heavier helmets. Extra bit of head armor. Alright, for those of you watching on YouTube, that was a hell of a fight, and we're in for another one in the next episode.